Could we expect some major volatility within the next 48 hours? Because yes, Bitcoin broke out from the 200 moving average. We're going to find out what are the next price targets for Bitcoin in the immediate short term, but we're also going to look at the dollar currency index and also Solana. So if you want to find out more, watch the video until the end, smash up the like button and subscribe. And yes guys, I told you in my free Telegram group that exactly that is going to happen. Possible scenario for Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart, and this was on Friday. The break of the 38.2 Fibonacci would be a bullish move all the way up to the 61.8 level. But if we go over to the charts, this is exactly what happened. If we're going to break the 38.2, we saw this consolidation exactly like I told you with these blue lines, that we could expect this consolidation exactly within this range. And if we're going to break the 38.2, we could expect this major pump all the way to the 61.8 exactly here. So this would be the next price move, and we can see that Bitcoin is also perfectly coiling up. We can see exactly here that Bitcoin is forming this rising wedge with this horizontal neckline and also this upward sloping trend that we can see exactly here. So the next price movement, if we're going to take a measured move all the way from the neckline all the way to the trend line, and we're going to drag it over to the potential breakout point, this would be exactly this upward sloping trend that we broke towards the downside, where we had this dump exactly here on the 4-hour chart, which is also this next major resistance. So ultimately this is going to be extremely bullish if Bitcoin comes all the way back up into this range. But guys, we could expect some consolidation because we have this major resistance zone exactly here. So we could expect resistance exactly here at this trend line before we're going to get this major push up into this next major resistance zone, which is also the next major trend line that Bitcoin has to break towards the upside, so that we overall can say yes, Bitcoin is in this bullish structure and we are forming higher highs and also higher lows, and we could expect that Bitcoin is going to come all the way up to the 88.6, this major resistance zone where we saw this major dump from the Bitcoin ETF exactly here. But guys, we could expect some major volatility, so we could expect that yes, we're going to see this fake out towards the downside, or we even could expect this major pump and this major liquidation to liquidate all of these shorts and come all the way back down to this major trend line. Because yes, in 48 hours we're going to see the next FOMC meeting, and according to the Fed Watch tool, there's a 96.9% possibility that the rates are going to remain the same, because we're going to look at the dollar currency index and the previous FOMC meetings, which were exactly here on the 1st of November 2023, and afterwards we saw that the dollar currency index went down, and this is overall quite bullish for the price movement of Bitcoin, because if the dollar goes down, this would mean that Bitcoin is going to pump after the FOMC meeting. And the next FOMC meeting we saw on the 13th of December 2023, and afterwards, or at the FOMC meeting, we saw that the price movement of the dollar currency index went once again down, and the next FOMC meeting is going to be in 48 hours. So what can we expect? Are we going to get this dump from the dollar currency index? And this would mean that Bitcoin is going to pump from these levels, because if we go on the daily chart of Bitcoin, and yes, the 13th of December was exactly here on this candle where we can see a lot of volatility. The price movement of Bitcoin came all the way to the levels of $43,400 and all the way down to the levels of $40,500. So this was a swing of 3,000% during this day. And guys, yes, we could expect the same scenario, that we're going to come all the way up to the $45,000 like I told you, and all the way back down to this major support zone. So yes, we could expect some major volatility, but overall guys, I could expect that we're going to see this consolidation and this bullish move towards the halvening and move within this range before we're going to see the next Bitcoin halvening and this parabolic run towards the upside. Because yes, the direction is clear, Bitcoin is going to break its previous all-time high after the Bitcoin halvening, so dollar cost average into Bitcoin. And yes guys, now we're going to look at Solana, because yes, Solana broke out from this major range. Yes, we saw this dump towards the downside and we perfectly bounced off from the $78 level, and I posted this call exactly here in my free Telegram group to load up on Solana at the levels of $80, and afterwards we saw this pump all the way to the current price movement of $97. But guys, ultimately I expected we're going to come all the way back up to the previous high, because this looks extremely bullish. We broke this downward sloping trend exactly here, and we're once again above this bullish trend. But we can see that the price movement of Solana bounced off several times. Yes, now we saw this dip towards the downside because the overall crypto market was dumping due to the ETF approval. But guys, ultimately I could expect that Solana is going to break its previous high exactly at the levels of 125 US dollars, or let's say 126, and that we're going to see this next major move towards the upside, and we're going to look at the next price targets with the Fibonacci retracement levels from the previous high all the way to the lows, and then we're going to look at the 1.618 Fibonacci retracement level, which is all the way at the level of 168 US dollars. So let's make it 170 US dollars is going to be my next price target in the immediate short term. And yes, this would be a pump from this breakout point, from this major trend line that rebroke towards the upside, all the way to the next major price target of 74%. So yes guys, if you always want to stay up to date, make sure to be in my free Telegram group. Because yes, I posted this chart exactly here where I told you that Solana is going to break out from this range, and exactly that happened. We saw this push towards the upside all the way above this major trend line. So yes guys, go down in the video description below and sign up to my free Telegram group, and make sure to sign up with these links where you receive a major deposit bonus up to 30,000 US dollars on Bybit, and you also receive 10 US dollars if you sign up to BITFLEX and deposit 100 US dollars. So yes guys, this is what we could expect in the immediate short term, some major volatility for Bitcoin due to the FOMC meeting, but overall this looks extremely bullish. And yes, if we're going to retest this major support zone, guys, this would just be a confirmation that this is a strong support and that we could expect this continuation all the way up, breaking this major resistance. So if you always want to stay up to date, guys, you know what to do. Go down in the video description below and sign up to my free Telegram group. And if you want to trade all of these moves, go down in the video description below and sign up with these links where you receive a major deposit bonus. And guys, make sure to be for crypto, and we see each other in the next video.